Hi, everyone, and welcome to week 4 of your professional development course for online learning. Rhea and I are here to thank you for the work that you've done this term and give you some information about next steps and support for the upcoming year. We know that this course has been something like we've never done here before at Miami Country Day School. Having completed the course ourselves, we know that the work has been intense, rewarding, and creative. So we hope that you gained many benefits from taking this course. We also know that there has been many essential methods and practices and skills that you have learned that in the face of an uncertain year that we have ahead of us will be really important for you to continue to use and grow and explore in your subject matter. And knowing the uncertain environment that we're faced with, and knowing that the school has already laid out that we have, a possibility of being back fully on campus or being back in a hybrid situation or back being fully online, we're confident that what was taught and learned in this course will help you seamlessly and smoothly transfer or pivot, thank you, between any of those platforms and make your life and your students' lives a little easier. So as we end this course, I want to share with you some of the requirements and next steps for how our community will effectively continue to grow and implement these practices. So to begin with, for all teachers in grades pre-K 3 through 12, we are going to require that you build out and maintain a subject for lower school or course page for middle and upper school in the Miami Country Day School system. So the Blackbaud system, the same system that you've been building in during this course. If you are a lower school teacher, this means that you will, continue to either build out the work that you were doing with this interdisciplinary studies unit, or if you want to shift over to developing a math page, or if you want to develop a literacy page, that is up to you. You may want to talk with your team about that, and obviously consult with Mary and Jane to see what they think as well. For middle and upper school, this means that at least one of the courses that you teach needs to be fully developed. If you are a teacher of a course that multiple teachers teach, just like we have been doing with the Understanding by Design, you will obviously have the common elements, the unit structure, the transfer goals, the purpose statement, but how you structure your course page in the system is up to you. So, the common elements are there, but there's that space for you to be creative. So regardless of the division, your course or subject area page will have the following 3 elements. First off is the bulletin board. And most of us already use bulletin boards for our courses, so that page isn't much of a mystery. However, we do want to make sure that it's focused as the landing page of your course. It speaks specifically to the big picture of your course or subject area. You should include on the bulletin board page your grounding long-term transfer goals that you identified at the beginning of this professional development course. And you should also have on there, if you're middle and upper school, your course purpose statements for the course. If you're in lower school, I know you didn't build out purpose statements, but just write a brief statement that speaks to the essence of what the year will be in that particular subject or interdisciplinary experience that you're building out. And then on the rest of the bulletin board, it's up to you. If you want your expectations, your syllabus, your scope and sequence, whatever, any special rules or opportunities or, little videos that you want to do, that's up to you. The second component is then building out I call them topic tiles, if you call them units or topics, whatever. So each of your units or your topics should have a corresponding topic tile. Again, as we discussed in this course, the scope and the depth of those is up to you, and that will vary by course, may even vary by teacher. The design and the makeup of the tile is again up to you. The only things that we do ask that you include on a consistent basis in those tiles is your stated enduring understandings and essential questions. So you should have a section in each of your tiles where those are stated. Beyond that, whichever elements that you put or you want to have in there, or the character, as Chris would say, that you want to give it, is up to you. Finally, while we know that the tools and the methods that you've learned in this course will not apply evenly across your course or even units, we do want to make sure that during the course of your build out, you are incorporating in your assignments and your activities and maybe even your assessments, the use of these methods and tools that will support both asynchronous and synchronous teaching and learning. Again, going back to the uncertainty of the year, we are likely to find ourselves in both situations. And I think as you'll kind of wrap things up this week, in the 4th week of the course, and you've recognized along the way, a lot of the tools that you're learning are transferable between each of the scenarios we're looking forward at or looking at. So I don't think that's too much of a stretch. So I'm going to turn it over to Rhea now, and she's going to explain to you all how the work will continue and be supported during the upcoming school year. Rhea?
Hi, everyone. I want to echo Dan's gratitude for the work that you're all doing. I've had the opportunity to meet through Zoom with quite a few faculty members who are really excited to share their pages and the work that they're doing. I think that it is a daunting task and it does require a lot of work and time, but the enthusiasm around it and the excitement about what you're creating has been unbelievable. Chris and Sarah can't speak enough about this faculty and how you've come together to support each other, to try new things, to be vulnerable, to take risks. And for that, I'm just incredibly thankful and in awe of the work that you are doing. I think we're going to use this momentum to springboard into the year to be able to support this work to continue. There will be 2 times a month dedicated to work in assigned work groups to discuss issues, share information, collaborate, to innovate and iterate, and just have a sense of shared community around unified goals. Peer coaches have been identified and they will lead these work groups. They're going through training in August on protocols and procedural things with Chris and Sarah in order to be able to guide this work in a way that's meaningful to you. Peer coaches, I think, are incredibly supportive because they have no judgment or evaluative capacity to faculty. So you have the ability to be vulnerable, ask any question you want, vent, whatever it is. These work groups will be formed around just sort of randomly. There'll be about 12 or 13 people in each one. Department chairs, the assistant lower school director, Dan, and I will also be trained as in the coaching sessions, but we are not there to coach these small groups. We are there to support you in the event that you need additional support or have questions outside of your work groups. The bottom line is we really value this work and we're here to make sure that you have the tools and the time in order to be able to do this work. If at any point you have any concerns about that, I hope you reach out to us because we really see the value in what is being done. And you in your cohorts can look at each other's pages and just see the amazing work that's happening. I just can't even believe it. It's amazing. It really is. And it's a testament to you as teachers and learners. So thank you for that. I think that's all I have to say about that. Dan, do you have any final words for our friends?
Nope, just thank you, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Yes.
Bye-bye.